Here's part 2 of 2022 Christmas and holiday season gifts for your favorite RVing and camping companions. Or for yourself, however it works out. These are tried and true items that make RVing and camping more immersive, more convenient, and more fun. It's the holiday season, and my therapist keeps telling me to stop putting myself under so much pressure. But when it comes to tires, you need pressure, the right pressure, and you need to know exactly how much pressure you've got. The Tire Minder High Precision Gauge is a perfect stocking stuffer that lets the RVer in your life stay on top of wherever their tires are at. Overinflated tires, underinflated tires, they lead to uneven steering and reduced gas mileage. Gas is expensive. I check my tires every time I get gas or every Saturday. At least that's the theory. But they're definitely on the pre and the mid-trip checklist. You gotta stay on top of that stuff. The gauge has a nice storage bag, which should keep it clean and also protect it from smashing around. But just note that it has a tendency to turn the power on when you're not looking, which drains the batteries. To get around that, I leave one of the batteries out when not in use. It's got 2 different dual-facing tips, so whichever one works best for you and your tires, that's what you should go with. Stay safe out there. Get the Tire Minder High Precision Gauge, check your tires, see your therapist. It's the holidays. We've all got a lot of PSIs going on up here. What fits perfectly in a stocking? Torchbearer barbecue sauce, hot sauce, and condiments. These guys had a bunch of habaneros in their yard, made a hot sauce, took a few days off work, drove from Pennsylvania to Texas for what sounds like a very specific 666 pounds of habanero peppers, and the rest is history. I don't do spicy. My roots are from Iowa after all, but I do love flavor. Torchbearer has a lot to offer that isn't full of heat. They've got hot stuff too, don't get me wrong. But they sent me their North Carolina barbecue sauce, their espresso barbecue sauce, and their honey mustard. The North Carolina is thin, but not too thin, and has a nice vinegary flavor punch, which is exactly what you would want. I used it on ribs, wings, dipped a chicken breast in it, and dipped bites of a pan-cooked hamburger patty. It's delicious in all kinds of scenarios. The espresso barbecue sauce, it's great. There's a real trend with coffee-based rubs, and I've used a few. I haven't had a chance to caramelize the espresso sauce on ribs, and I think that's where it would really shine. It would also be good as a thin marinade on a slow oak pecan smoked beef cut that you sliced for beef sandwiches. The honey mustard, I gotta say, it might be the best honey mustard sauce I've ever tasted. That's really saying a lot. Dip your wings, dip your veggies, put it on sandwiches, fries, pretzels, marinade meats, the list goes on and on. Just have it around. It's got a sweet honey flavor that works perfectly with their crafted mustard flavor. It's just awesome for you and for your kids, and that's a pretty tough crowd. Torchbearer makes sauces that are accidentally healthy, intentionally delicious, and there's no corn syrup, which is pretty amazing. If you're stuffing a stocking for an RVer that loves to cook, a camper that loves to cook, or even if that stocking is for you, Livia's seasoning salt is the real deal. It's perfect for anything you'd flavor with salt and pepper, and then it adds the perfect amount of garlic to the mix to make the flavor of your food jump without overpowering the original flavor of the food. So head to your local grocery store. I got a link below that shows local stores from Minnesota to Arizona to Utah, or follow our link on Amazon to buy. Load up for all the stockings you have to stuff. On top of that, stuff some into your RV or camp kitchen. While you're at it, stuff your home pantry too, and leave some out for Santa, even if you are Santa. I mean, I figure I've said too much. Don't let your children see this video. Anyway, I posted a quick look about Livia's not too long ago. Check that out too. The classic DeLorme Gazetteer. I know, it's 2022, and we all think we're pretty tech savvy. Even your cell phone is a great GPS option, let alone subscription services that show off-grid areas, private property lines, and more. But wherever your holiday giftee lives or travels, it's a great idea to have Old Faithful. The Gazetteer shows forest roads, campsites, portages. They show highways, interstates, byways, dirt roads, creeks, camp spots, boat ramps, DNR land, BLM land, fish and wildlife land, national and state forests, on and on with all sorts of info. One thing I like is marking them up to show where you're going, and then years later, you can see where you've been. There's going to be some rainy, crummy night, and your GPS or cell phone is going to run out of juice or run into some unexpected tech problem that you can't resolve. PSA, don't update that operating system until you get home. A Gazetteer map book under your tree as a gift for your passenger seat navigator will solve all of that on your next adventure. Stay found. There's holidays to celebrate. Thanks for checking out all those gift ideas. And remember, the number one gift idea this year is a subscription to RVing magazine. This YouTube channel is brought to you by RVing, the best RV and camping magazine in the history of RVing. Built by people who know what helps and how to have fun. It keeps you in the know. Subscribe for great tips, great stories, great photography, and even a great crossword puzzle.